Hello Taurus, welcome to ancientsire. Thank you so much for joining me for your June 2016 General Tarot reading. Please remember that these are general readings. If you would like a personal reading with me, you can find me at www.ancientsire.com. You can email me at ancientsire@gmail.com, and you can always find me on Facebook or right here on YouTube. You can also find me on Google+. Okay. Also, I want to remind you that this is a general reading, so they may not resonate with every single Taurus out there. If this message does not relate to you, I would suggest you go and check your moon and rising sign as well. Okay, Taurus, so I went ahead and I've already shuffled and laid out the cards for your reading, just to save some time. So let's go ahead and jump in. The first card in your reading is the Four of Pentacles, reversed. This is centering your reading. So this is the main essence of June. Now the Four of Pentacles is it's about I always see greed. I always see having abundance of financial means and keeping it close to you. However, this is reversed. So I actually see you actually taking out money and spending it, and you may not want to, but I feel like you're not happy about it. But you're having to take the money out of the bank, so to speak. For some of you Tauruses, please remember this is for some of you. I am actually seeing a theft, robbery, that sort of thing. This is definitely not for all of you, but I do see that. Perhaps it was like an embezzlement, something of that nature, because I am seeing bank. I am seeing money. Okay. Perhaps somebody shady took the money out of the company, something to that effect. Okay. But for most of you, I'm feeling like you're having to bring out the cash. That may be for a repair of some sort, or some kind of unexpected bill, perhaps, something to that nature. But you're definitely not excited about that. Okay, so the next card in your reading is the Seven of Blades, or Seven of Swords, and this is crossing this card. Now, in this position, this is something that can help you or hinder you. In this case, I'm seeing it as hinder you, for most of you. The Seven of Swords it's somebody being deceitful. It's somebody who it's a thief again. Oh man, it's stealing like something valuable, perhaps. I'm seeing the word antique. Antiques is definitely coming up for me. This is somebody or an event. It's very shady, very immoral. Take a look at this a little bit further here. I am definitely seeing an antiques shop, or perhaps a something that sells rare items. Maybe a museum. Huh. That's interesting. Remember, this is that's very specific, so that's going to apply to very few Tauruses out there. Um, but needless to say, I am seeing theft of some sort. Hmm. Okay, well, I'm going to move on. Maybe we can find out some more clues about this. The next card in the reading is Crowning. You're reading it's the Wheel of Fortune reversed. This is a major arcana card, so this is a major energy here. This is a karmic card. This is a what goes around comes around kind of a card. Now this is reversed, so it's not a positive thing. If some of you are this, if this is applies to you, maybe you're the one being sneaky and shady and um, being immoral here. This card right here is very. It's a warning of karma will come and get you, kind of a card. If it's something that has happened to you, um, this is saying, yeah, karma will catch up with that person, or perhaps some of you, this may be karma coming to bite you in this form. Um, I'm also seeing like I'm also seeing running in circles, not getting very far. Um, Being on a loop, kind of a yeah, definitely. I'm seeing being in a loop, not being able to get off. Hmm. The next card in your reading is another major arcana card, and it is in the position of the unknown, the hidden knowledge, the secrets, or the subconscious. Okay? And you have the Fool. Now, the Fool is, um, this is new beginnings. This is innocence as well. Um, this is, I'm also seeing like fresh starts or being naive. For a lot of you Tauruses, this is something that has happened or is happening to you or has happened to you, or something to that effect. And for most of you, you're not aware of it, or you're naive. It's happening right in front of your face. Um, or perhaps it's running away from this. Okay? Um, for some of you. But again, then there comes that loop again. You can't run away from karma. Karma, no one can run away from karma. So if this is happening to you, they won't get away with it. If you did it, you won't get away with it. And that's just the way of the universe. You can't run from it. Um, the next, wow, the next card in your reading is another major arcana card, and it's in the past, and it's about and it's judgment. This is shining the light on. I see shining the light on what was hidden, what was in the dark. Perhaps it was the what was hidden for so long, maybe of what you were naive of. Okay, you're seeing the light now, and it's judgment time. If this is you, it's gonna catch up with you. Um, I'm seeing this multiple ways, Taurus, and I'm seeing it at that y'all. I'm kind of seeing this as a half and half situation somehow. Like you're that's happened to you, and some of the other half that it was you doing the deed. Uh, um, you know, especially for judgment. I'm also hearing to use your intuition. It may seem, supernatural means are not out of the question, and that includes psychic readings. um, I am also seeing. significant change. Um, if this is a legal, if there's already a legal issue going on, this is I'm seeing it as very favorable. You know, whichever the case may be, if you're the defendant or the um, oh, I can't even think of the word now. If you're the one that did it, if you're the one that didn't do it. Okay, sorry, I just kind of went blank there for a minute. Um, I think it's going to be very favorable for you. Okay. This may also be implying that you are being called as a witness, maybe a jury duty or situation involving the courts, police, that sort of thing. This is also, I'm seeing an awakening as well, enlightenment. Um, this be spiritual, um, but mostly I'm seeing an enlightenment of what is the truth, what is actually going on. You're seeing the light, you know. And if this is you, perhaps you've done some shady stuff in the past. You know, you're turning yourself around. You're seeing the light. Okay, you're starting over, new beginnings. Okay. All right. So the next card in your reading is in the future position. Um, this card is the Five of Swords reversed. Now the Five of Swords is battle, war, fighting, disagreements, that sort of thing. Now it's reversed, so I'm feeling that it is like that's over. That's finishing. Um, yeah, I'm seeing, you know, that whatever you were battling with is coming to an end. Okay. If you were battling within yourself, that's coming to an end. You know, judgment is also about forgiveness as well. You know, um, or that enlightenment. Okay. If you are battling with someone else, that's coming to an end. Or a group of people, a corporation, that sort of thing. That's coming to an end. The next card in your reading is the King of Pentacles. And in this position, this represents you, how you feel, how you what you think about all this, okay? Um, and Pentacles is the earth sign. So this definitely could be you, Taurus, or this could be Capricorn or Virgo. Um, but the Pentacles are about money, finance, career, earthly earthly possessions, okay? Materialistic things, okay? Um, the King of Pentacles is usually very business savvy. He has a great head on his shoulders. Um, he's good with money. He may even be wealthy, very intelligent, practical, and usually well respected. Um, now, traditionally, this king will usually work in work with his hands, work with the earth, like the industrial um, sector, like maybe oil field. You know, because I'm definitely seeing, you know, underground. It could be mining, perhaps, or something to that effect. Um, hmm. um, if this is someone else, this person is he gives great advice, and he's definitely worthy of listening to. If this is you, perhaps you're maturing, okay? Because this is a more mature person. Um, perhaps you're maturing, and you know, becoming enlightened here, and seeing the light. Um, or perhaps you are giving advice or trying to um, help someone else turn their life around. That's definitely a possibility for you, Taurus. Um, this person is, he's also known to have the Midas touch, by the way. I'm seeing one specific thing here that's really calling my attention, and this king is like he's reading, and I see him reading like an ancient tablet of some sort, and that kind of goes right along with the antiques here, like hieroglyphs, so to speak. That's very prominent right now. It's coming up big time, and of course that's probably going to be for a very select few of Tauruses out there because that's pretty specific. But I'm definitely seeing ancient writings and hieroglyphs, that tablet, that sort of thing. It's interesting. The next card in your reading is the King of Blades reversed. Now, the King of Blades reversed, the King of Blades is usually, he's about law. Again, he's about law, he's about enforcement, he's about military. Um, this is interesting. I'm very curious, Taurus. Um, Now, he is in the reversed position, but I'm going to address his general characteristics right now. Um, on the negative side, which I feel like he is definitely um, putting out there, this person can be very aloof, withdrawn, aggressive, moody, bad tempered for sure. He, if he doesn't get what he deserves, he definitely does not let it go. He is, I see him as war. He's very quick to draw the gun, in other words. He likes to dictate and dictate others. Now, the other side of his personality, he could also be an advisor or counselor, or maybe perhaps a lawyer, um, or judge, something to that effect. He could be a police officer, a leader, a law enforcer. Okay. This person is usually a mature man, just like the King of Pentacles there. But he seeks the truth, usually. Very powerful, very authoritative. Okay. He thinks of, in this case, he's thinking before he speaks, but he is definitely does not hold his tongue. um, this person is usually linked with positions of authority, and that could be civilian, military, parliamentary, something to this effect. And he sits like he's in judgment. He's judging others. Um, wow, for some of you Tauruses, I'm definitely seeing a court situation, a law situation, some police situation, something to that effect. Um, Now, that position that he's in, that is in the position of the events, the people, the energies um, that are surrounding you. What's going on around you? Um, and being that he's in the reverse position here, um, yeah, he's. I feel like he may, for some of you, that he is out to get you. Against you. Or maybe, you're being falsely accused. Some of you may be being falsely accused for something, or being, um, maybe you're the scapegoat, being framed. That could definitely be a possibility for some of you. I hope not, but that's definitely a possibility. And being that there's two kings there, this could be a partnership or a alliance, or it could be enemies. You know, two kings there, one reversed, one upright. That could that could be war. That could be um, definitely a opposition. Interesting enough, the next card in your reading is the Queen of Swords. So here you've got the King of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and now the Queen of Swords. And she's in the position of the unknown, of the mystery, secret knowledge, okay? Something you're not aware of. Here's the Queen of the Queen of Swords. Now, she's all about, you know, war as well, fight. She's not afraid of a fight either. Um, she is very aggressive, and usually holds a seat of authority as well. She may be a widow, or a divorcee, or just somebody who chooses to live alone. Hmm. I feel like she's either divorced or a widow here. It's interesting that these two they're just like, I don't know, I hope you can see this. Let's see if I can. They're like this. Okay. It's almost like they're opposing each other as well. Um, she's, again, just like the king. She holds she could be linked with law and authority as well. Perhaps she's a judge or a lawyer, something to that effect. That's very possible. This lady definitely doesn't play around. She can be very severe and cutthroat when need be. She she's definitely lacking in empathy and mercy and compassion for sure. But it is somebody who could give you wise counsel, and she's on your side. She makes a great ally. Okay, if she's against you, she's a formidable opponent. Just like that King of Blades, same goes for him too. This person might be able to help you see things, view a dilemma or an issue or something you're not aware of, clear things up. They may be able to help you see things from a higher perspective or from all angles. She's got the owl here. So the owl is wise and can see things from a bird's eye view. Maybe she can help you with that. Okay. Hmm. That's very interesting. I feel like this is very specific for some. I don't know who this reading is for, but it is very specific. Hmm. The last card in your reading is the Seven of Masks, and that's Cups, Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups is about illusion and temptation and emotions. Um, wow. And it's in the outcome position. Hmm. I'm definitely hearing resisting temptation, or, um, you know, yeah, I'm definitely seeing resisting temptation, trying, to. This is interesting. Hmm. Wish I knew who this was for and what's going on here. But this is a lot of temptations being put in your path as well, and that's anything from lust to um, money, power, glory, um, um, gambling, stealing. It's all those temptations that we're presented with um, throughout our lives. But whatever this is, I feel like this definitely involves law. Okay, so be careful. I don't know what to. I feel like whoever's listening to this is is gonna know what I'm what to do here. I hope this helps you. I really do. Um, like I said, for a more specific and detailed and reading for you, contact me and we'll do a personal reading. Maybe we can clarify some things here. Okay. All right. So before I go, I drew a card from my Shaman Oracle card deck. Okay. And let's see what advice you got. You got the Hunter of Vision. Okay, so the Hunter of Vision says, I am the Hunter of Vision. Wherever I walk, wherever my arrow falls, I show the way toward a complete understanding of the world and the place of others within it. My sight is clear and far reaching, and I understand truth and reconcile others to it, even when it is hard to accept. I seek the most profound values of life and the deepest awareness of spiritual truth. With me at your side, you will see more clearly and understand what further questions you need to ask. Wow, it's pretty deep considering this reading. The Hunter of Vision always also says, the vision shows us the way and we should spend every moment in pursuit of it. Without it, we may remain lost in the wilderness of life. True vision brings with it the sense of certainty that enables us to instinctively find our way. The Hunter of Vision imparts to us a sense of clear-sightedness that enables us to make decisions and find the truth in whatever situation we find ourselves. With our deep vision comes an ability to uncover a treasure trove of spiritual insight. For some reason, treasure trove really stuck out for me. Uh, and learn and to incorporate this into our daily lives. The hunter can take us out of the darkness and help us to recognize the future we seek. The other interpretations of this card are insight, foresight, hindsight, clarity of vision, the gift of recognition, wise decision making, choosing well, recognizing deeper levels, interpreting mysteries. Interpreting mysteries. That hieroglyph. Okay, that will do it, Taurus, for your June reading. I hope that this made sense to you. I hope it helped you, gave you some guidance, gave you some clarity. If not, um, please look at your rising and your moon signs. They'll probably be more in tune with you. For those of you that this hit right on the money and you'd like some clarification, um, contact me and we can do a more personalized reading where I can tune into your energy. Okay, Taurus, that's it. I wish you many, many blessings for June, and I will see you in July. Namaste.